What's going on? I'm Spencer Tillis.
I'm Angela Santoro.
I'm Trayvon Miles.
And this is the Delmarva Sports Insider. Coming up in just a bit in today's episode. Parkside Baseball was looking to keep pace with Decatur in the Bayside South, so how they do today against Dover. We'll stay around and find out.
And Colonel Richardson looked to close out the season undefeated. First, they would have to take on their rivals, Cambridge South Dorchester. Highlights coming up.
And continuing the rivalry trend, Easton hosting North Carolina on senior night. Boy, those tricky 12th graders put on a show. You do not want to miss this one.
All right, well, we're going to start today sticking with the lacrosse. I'm going to tell you what, we had a big showdown. Stephen Decatur looking to walk up that Bayside South. They traveled up the upstart Bennett team, and I tell you what, this was a good game on Wednesday night.
Yep.
The Seahawks were looking good early on. Corey Gwynn gets the scoring start here, fires that one for the unassisted goal coming up the left side. Decatur not done yet. They're going to add another one here just a couple minutes later when Jackson Mumford scores just about the same spot, same result right there. And then Bennett trying to fight their way back. It's going to be a nice look here from Oakley Wise over to Kevin Davis, who's going to just go ahead and let that one fly from deep right there. Finds the back of the net, but this one was all Seahawks as they have been solid all year long. Gwynn this time is going to find Evan Helm in the crease. He'll put it home. Decatur takes it 11-3 the final. And I tell you what, I'm so undecided on this Decatur team. I can't figure out just, I guess, how good they are. I feel like they are always right there. They can compete with basically anyone in the Bayside, it feels like. They gave a good game to Kent Island the first time around. But the fact is, I still feel like they're maybe just a piece away from being that team that can really compete with like a Cape, that really can give it to Kent Island possibly. I mean, they're going to go to the playoffs. They're going to have an opportunity there. I'm not sure if this team has the makeup, has all the pieces in place right now to make that run. They're solid, don't get me wrong. I just feel like they're still just one piece away from being a really good team.
Especially, you know what the best part about that is? We are going to figure that out here very soon. We don't know much about that team. One team that we do know that is special is the Kent Island Buccaneers. Bucks coming off the program's first state title last year, looking to finish unblemished in the Bayside for a third year in a row. Guys, can we say dynasty?
Just about, right?
We can. Game will be scoreless 1 minute into the game. That's unfamiliar territory to Kent Island. Mike Boone curling around and gives the road team an early lead. Queen Anne's, the Lions, they are trying to respond. John Clark with a nice in-and-out move here. The little man gets inside, and all of a sudden we have ourselves a tie game here. Look at him. He's feeling it. Kent Island, though, they're starting to assert themselves in a big, big way, starting to get that offense moving, and ball finds Connor Florlacker. Long hair, don't care. Connor gets it to go. Bucks cruising to an 18-3 win. Kent Island finishes the undefeated season in the Bayside. They'll head on to the Bayside Championship to take on that Stephen Decatur team you were just referring to. Kent Island, all the way back to 2012 is the last time they lost a game in the Bayside, guys. I don't see it happening this year.
Yeah.
I don't see it happening this year.
No.
They return to dominate this 2A division, and I don't see a reason why they don't go back into the playoffs and dominate again.
Yeah, no, they clearly have done their work in Maryland.
season.
I know, and it's interesting, though, because we're actually going to get over to Delaware, and we're going to Dover was looking to get the win at home over Del Mar. Now, maybe not as strong as team as we've been talking about, but you guys, Dover looked good out there. They would jump out to a great start here. Austin Dooley here with a nice sidearm shot, but Hunter Gilmore for the Wildcats is there to make a big save to keep the Senators off the board, but Dover kept pushing. Dylan Handel in control this time, cuts around his defenders. He'll put that one away for the 1-0 lead. The Senators were not done, though. A few minutes later, Ashaka Garrett bounces it, splitting his defenders, and the goalie right there, I mean, a perfect shot to extend the lead for the Senators, and Dover would take this one 8-2 the final. Now, this was my first time seeing Dover play, but you guys, I was actually very, very impressed by this team. They're solid defense. They locked down in the box, and you guys, Del Mar could not get through. I mean, you saw it was 2 goals. That was just the that was just the third time that a team has been able to hold the Wildcats to less than 5 goals in a game all season long. So that will say something for them. But like I said, I don't know how they would compare to the other teams that we've been talking about, but I would say that defense yesterday impressed me compared to the defenses that I've seen this season.
Yeah, absolutely. And Hunter, I mean, he's a solid keeper, too, for Del Mar, but if you're just going to keep, pelting him with shots all day long, something's got to give eventually, right?
Definitely.
Well, we had a couple other big games this week as well, including Cape. They're pretty solid. They're one of the better teams, I think people would say, over there in the Hen Open. Well, they had a big-time matchup as they went to travel to take on Polytech. And early on this one, it's Jeremy Armano right here. He's going to find Jacob Davis, and he'll fire that one to give his team the lead right there. The Panthers out in front, but that would about be the only good news they had in this one. Matthew Lawley here on a 1-on-1 move. He bounces it past the keeper, gets it to go, and then things just really started to click for the Vikings from there. A few minutes later, it's Hank Kovaleski right here, adds another one, works his way to the crease, puts it home, and they would just keep piling it on from there. The Vikings go on to take that thing 18-5 the final there.
Easton hosting North Carolina early on. Eden Godley getting loose inside. They were playing North Carolina, and of course the shot be turned away by DSI legend Shane Shaw.
Yes.
17 more saves for Shaw. Just another day in the office. Easton will get it going though. Tough. Clay Smith, the freshman, gets it going there, and then Chris Gibbs, the sophomore, taking it all the way in. You've taken over, but they would not outdo a senior on senior night. It's not happening. Trip Whitty with the fake of the century.
Oh my gosh.
North Carolina does not know
That
what to
was
do.
awesome.
A clever move by Whitty as Easton rolls 15-3.
All right, and then Wednesday it was undefeated Milford at home taking on Indian River. Indian River's goalie Hayden McWilliams with a nice save right there with his stick. The Bucks would continue to put the pressure on the Indians. Mark Henderson gets it outside the crease, and he'll put this one in the back of the net. What a nice shot right there. Then Ring Lardner, what a nice name there, comes from behind the goal and finds the back of the net to extend Milford's lead. They wouldn't stop there, though. Matthew Breeding takes it from way out, and that would be more than enough for the Bucks as they would take this one 18-1 the final.
The Bucks are a solid team. I can't wait to see kind of them get matched up against the
Undefeated.
Cape.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's good. I'm
Undefeated.
told that's pretty good. Well, speaking of undefeated teams, we got a few of those we're going to talk about next. It's time for our first commercial break, but we're going to trade in the sticks for the bats. Big week for baseball on DeMarva. How about Decatur when they were taking on IR yesterday? We'll show you how that went down.
My name's Jacob Glovier, and I'm the shortstop pitcher for Pickerel Warriors. This is Delmarva Sports Insider.